Happy New Year! It's been an interesting year, 2017. I think that the weirdest part about the Trump presidency for me so far has been how unbelievable it makes the movie Air Force One. Because that whole movie is just like terrorists kidnap the president, and then as a country we all go, give him back! Realistically, that movie now goes, oh, we have the president, and then we're like, oh, okay, so you're going to want to tell him he's great 3 times an hour, and he's going to crash the plane himself. This Christmas season, for whatever reason, I decided I was going to watch as many made-for-television Christmas movies as possible. I don't know why I decided that was the thing that was worth my time, but my time has no value. So I watched A Christmas Kiss, Christmas Kiss 2, Kissmas I watched, Prince for Christmas, The Christmas Prince. There's a little bit of a theme here. They don't exactly pass the Bechdel test. I don't know if you figure that out. There is a man in it, and every time he leaves the camera, everyone that is still on camera is like, did you see the man? It's so cute. I watched Snowman's is one that I watched, and I don't know if anyone here has seen that one. It is the worst thing. Basically, this lady breaks up with her boyfriend, goes home to small town Minnesota for Christmas. She builds a snowman with her best friend, who turns out at the end that she's in love with. But she builds her dream man out of snow, and it's basically just a snowman, but she traced a 6-pack onto the middle ball of the snowman. Christmas Wish comes to life overnight. Is a super hot guy now who still like has the brain of a snowman. Like he's just like is he hot all the time, like indoors, and then like if they give him a carrot at a restaurant, he like won't eat it because it's a nose or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, end of the movie shows up. This snowman man has swept this lady off of her feet, but he's not sure about it, and he's going to take her away to Paris for a romantic Christmas in Paris. She doesn't go, she ends up staying with the best friend, but they never tie up that part of the story. They never found out that he was a snowman at all, so that guy just went to Paris as a snowman. Who's just trying to make it on his own in the world now. I would so much rather watch that movie. Or either he stays there and just like tries to open an art studio and they just call the whole movie Snow France, or he just comes back to Minnesota and is like, guys, I have no skills. You have to teach me something. Please point me towards a trade school. They're fun. It was a fun holiday season. I watched so many. I'm shy. That's maybe important to know. I'm sort of just nervous. I don't know if you can tell by my posture, but I'm very nervous all the time. Basically, my ideal day socially is like you walk your dog to go get coffee, and then tie it up while you go inside, and then I pet your dog while you're gone, and I leave before you get back. That's ideally my perfect day. Because like if the person comes back, then there's all this small talk that I have no interest in having, and also like it has to go well. Like it's very important to me that this conversation that I did everything that I could to avoid it goes perfectly. If it was the small talk that I wanted, it would be much more direct and just like, do you get coffee at the same time every day? Do you always bring your dog? But instead, it has to just be like, oh, what's his name? And then they're like, oh, her name. Screw the whole thing, I'm sorry. Cars are just so cool, but they're all attached to people, and it's the If you have a pet in your house and it's not a dog, it doesn't fully like you, and here's how I know. If tomorrow suddenly every pet learned how to open doors, dogs are the only ones who would stay in the house. And I feel like that means that the rest of them are Stockholm Syndrome at best. Cats would leave, birds would leave immediately. Birds you have to keep in a tiny cage within the larger cage that is your house just to keep them under control. Anytime they get out of the little door, they make it like a break for it into a ceiling somewhere, and they're just like, I still live here, I guess, but you're not the boss of me Fish would need a little bit more help than just like, and that's how you open a door. You have to show them a little bit more, but I think if you gave them like a hamster ball full of water, then they would leave. Snakes would probably stay, that's fair enough. If you're one of the 12 ponytails left in the country that still has a snake for a pet, then your snake would probably stay in your house, but it's friends with the lamp in your house, it's not friends with you. One time in my neighborhood, I was driving home and I saw a guy about to ride his bicycle home, and he was wrapping his pet snake around the handlebars of his bike, and at no point in that was the snake like, what an adventure we're on! Wow, this is so us, this is just classic us. No snake has ever been that excited in their life. They're basically just owning a painting to defeat mice once a month. That's all that a snake is. It's like a piggy bank for mice that sucks, where you're just like dropping mice into it, and after a year, like, how do I still have no mice?